Can you call the roll, please?
Director Scobie.
Here.
Director Wilson.
Here.
Director Hayes.
Here.
Director Aragy.
Here.
Director and President Bradley.
Here. We have a quorum. I call a meeting to order.
From the President, preliminary approval for letting number 8666 concrete replacement due to City of St. Louis Water Division Maintenance and Construction 2018. Preliminary approval for letting number 8669 Forest Park Dual Path Extension, project number R 2016-83088, St. Louis, Missouri. Preliminary approval for letting number 8671 Pedestrian Street Lights, St. Louis, Missouri. Supplemental agreement number 20 to PSA number 1138, Electrical, Mechanical, and Plumbing Design Services, Lambert, St. Louis International Airport. Supplemental agreement number 9 to PSA number 1178, Testing and Inspection of Materials for Various Construction Projects, Lambert, St. Louis International Airport. Bevo Area Funding Agreement between City of St. Louis and East West Gateway Council of Governments, EWG, recommends approval. From the President and Director of Public Utilities, joint recommendation that Metropolitan St. Louis Sewer District for permission for a permanent and temporary permit to construct approximately 124 linear feet of storm pipe sewers 24 inches in diameter, approximately 250 linear feet of articulating concrete block and apparatuses within the city water, 100 feet right-of-way, located at 1416 Timberwood, recommends approval subject to certain conditions. From the Director of Public Utilities and Streets, joint recommendation that the following permit for charter communications be approved subject to certain conditions as follows. Starting at existing charter manhole at North 6th Street in Lucas, bore south 74 feet towards Lucas, placing the vault on the sidewalk. From there, bore east on Lucas, 181 feet, placing another vault, and will enter private property at 555 Washington. Starting at the pedestrian and alley behind 3655 Olive, bore west 152 feet down north side of alley. Turn and bore across alley 44 feet to building at 3651 Olive. Starting at the existing charter vault at the corner of Oakland Place and Parkview Place, bore north along east side of street 403 feet and place a vault in the sidewalk at 5840 Oakview Place. Bore 10 feet east to the private property of 5840 Oakland. Joint recommendation that the following permits for AT&T be approved subject to certain conditions as follows. To place 92 feet of buried fiber optic cable from manhole 1256 north of intersection of North 17th Street and Olive. From manhole, the cable will be placed 15 feet east to the edge of the alley between Olive and Locust. Then the path turns north for 17 feet and cross the alley before turning back east to proceed down the alley 40 feet. Then at the power pole on the north end of the alley, the cable will be placed into an existing conduit into the customer's building at 1625 Olive. Access manhole at the front of 5800 Highland Place and bore 165 feet north and then 50 feet west to 5900 Berthold. Bore 35 feet from southwest side of 3 Arsenal Street to the northeast side of 3 Arsenal Street. Then place a new pedestrian terminal, existing Ameren utility pole. Also will hand dig a splice pit for a new cable lateral. Remove existing utility pole in the same right-of-way. And to pothole 3 cable locations in front of 6600 Gravois to determine depth of cables. Joint recommendation that permit for Sprint to run 12 count lateral construction to Sprint cell site from Sprint Man Fiber, total of 97 feet to new conduit will be placed on city right-of-way. No new vaults will be set on city right-of-way. From the Director of Public Utilities and Public Safety, joint recommendation that the following permits be approved subject to certain conditions. Jeff Lugens to consolidate land at 1313 and 1315 through 17 Benton in City Block 635, and Ryan Collins and Holly Riff to consolidate land at 4015 and 4017 Shaw in City Block 5311. From the Director of Public Safety, recommendation that the following festival zones be approved subject to certain conditions. CIBC Outdoors Celebration at Washington between Walton and Olive on August 11, 2018. Westside Street Fest at Holdemont between Dr. Martin Luther King and Theosia on August 11, 2018. And People's Clinic at Cabanne Way between Delmore and Enright, alleyway between Goodfellow and Developer, alleyway from Enright to Delmore on August 18, 2018. Now we have the conditional uses.
Dylan Mosier, Zoning Plan Examiner for the City of St. Louis, representing the Building Commissioner. Good afternoon, Board. President Bradley. Per Board Order Number 766, transmitted herewith are recommendations for the following conditional use agenda applications. Approval with conditions recommended for 5 applications. 4754 Labadie, 4948 Filer, 1445 Blackstone, 3730 Gravois, and 1104 Hampton. I request these recommendations be approved as submitted.
Are there any questions from the board about the conditional uses?
Motion to approve the conditional uses.
Moved and second for approval as presented. Can you call the roll, please?
Director Scobie.
Aye.
Director Wilson.
Aye.
Director Hayes.
Aye.
Director Augustin is excused. Director Aragy.
Aye.
Director Edwards is excused, and President Bradley.
Aye. Conditional uses are approved. I'd like to turn your attention to our meeting minutes from last Tuesday, July 24th, 2018. Are there any questions or comments on the minutes?
Move to approve the minutes.
Second.
Second for approval. Can you call the roll, please?
Director Scobie.
Abstain.
Director Wilson.
Aye.
Director Hayes.
Aye.
Director Augustin is excused. Director Aragy.
Aye.
Director Edwards is excused, and President Bradley.
Aye. The minutes are approved. Today's agenda, questions or comments on the agenda? See, now I'll take a motion, please.
Second.
Moved and seconded for approval of today's agenda. Can you call the roll, please?
Director Scobie.
Aye.
Director Wilson.
Aye.
Director Hayes.
Aye.
Director Augustin is excused. Director Aragy.
Aye.
Director Edwards is excused, and President Bradley.
Aye. Today's agenda is approved. Motion for adjournment, please.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Meeting adjourned. Thank you all.